Do you like chickens? How about chicken pot pie? How about chicken nuggets?
Chicken train, running all day. Chicken train, running all day. Chicken train, running all day. Can't get on, can't get off. Chicken train, take the chickens away.
Hey everybody, Wyoming James checking in. Day number 19 from the Urban Micro Farm. So, day number 19, and these chickens are enormous. It's almost more chickens now than it is brooders. So, once again, they are nice and hungry, so we're going to get them fed and watered. Zoom in over here. You can see our little friend who has the neck problem. He's up and about, but he's not doing really well. So, I think we're going to make a decision there today on what we're going to do with old Right Neck Willie. So, let's get these waters cleaned out and refilled. We'll get some feed in there for them, and we will check back in with you shortly. Stand by.
Okay, so here we are, day number 19. Got the birds fed this morning, headed off to work, did a full day of work, did the coffee and conundrums, got home from work, well, came home for lunch, fed and watered the birds, went back to work, came home from work. Right off the bat, we dug the trailer out. It had a year's worth of stuff piled on it, so had to unload the trailer, pulled it around the garden, loaded up the first of the 3 chicken tractors, and I think if I wait long enough, Mandy will actually have it unloaded before I have to do anything. Now, I want to point something out here. First year, it took 4 of us to load a chicken tractor on a trailer. Second year, it took 3 of us to load a chicken tractor on a trailer. This year, it took 2 of us to load a chicken tractor on a trailer. Necessity is the mother of doing it your damn self. So, we got it loaded. I mean, that's our efficiency. That's how efficient we have become in this. So, got it loaded. If I wait long enough, Mandy will get it unstrapped. We'll slide it off the back of the trailer, unload it, and then I want to show you guys some more cool stuff about the pasture, so stay with me. Okay, so this is what I want to share with you. First of all, I cannot get over how completely beautiful it is out here on the pasture. For those of you who don't know, the mountain there lies to the south of us, to the south of Casper. So we're on the west end of town there. So, I mean, it's just beautiful. Right here in the foothills. I think we're right at about 6,000 feet, I think is where we're at right now. So, now, interesting point. They say, and by they I mean the internet people, say that you're not supposed to raise Cornish rocks above about 3,500 feet in elevation because of their coronary problems. I'm here to tell you it is 100% possible. As a matter of fact, as we progress with this, I would like to see at what elevations you actually can raise them. So I think we can go a lot higher than 6,000 feet, but I don't know how high. So, but here's what I want to show you. I don't know if it's going to pick it up or not, but as we walk up, I want to show you this little spot right here in the center of the screen. Now, if you look right there, center of the screen, there's a little low spot. And if you look right there, center of the screen, there's a little low spot. Now, I happen to know for a fact that that little grassy patch, that tall grassy patch, is about 10 feet long and 7 feet wide. The reason I know that is because that's exactly the dimensions of a chicken tractor. And as we go down here, there's one, there's another one, there's another one right there, there's another one right there, and if the pickup wasn't parked there, I would show you another one. But as we go, you can see everywhere where that grass is taller, all the way down, and it's really, really pronounced right there. Look how tall that grass is. Now, the reason for that is when we were out here earlier this spring, before it really started to green up, the only thing that was green was the patches where the chicken tractors were, where they sat overnight. And the reason for that is because those little chickens are scratching around for 24 hours, putting nutrients back in the soil with their droppings and fertilizing this soil. Now then, it is possible that if we could selectively graze this with a large ungulate, like a cow or a horse or something like that, if we could selectively graze this and then follow those ungulates with the chickens a couple days behind them, those chickens will go through the droppings of the cow or the horse or whatever to get the fly larva, the maggot larva, and they will spread out those droppings, and that spreads out that fertilizer so you don't get over fertilized in one spot. What would happen is this would grow that much more. Unfortunately, we don't own large ungulates, so we're just stuck with fertilizing with what the chickens can bring. So, but like I said, if you look straight down this row right here, and let me zoom in just a little bit, you can just about see everywhere where one of those chicken tractors was. And then right up there, just past that white barrel, you can see where we switched over to the other side of the road, all the way up till about that last white barrel, which is where where we stopped 2 seasons ago. But I am so impressed. Now, here's the great part about this. I had a theory. My theory was that the ground was going to be more fertile and more lush after we had these chickens in here, and lo and behold, it is. So, we got this chicken tractor unloaded. I don't know if we're going to do another one today. Mandy was all gung-ho. She thought maybe we might, but I don't know. So we're gonna see what we can do here. We will definitely check out with you before we call it a day either way. Stand by. Okay, so we are back out here on the pasture, and this is kind of a neat deal. We have a little friend out here. Where's our little friend at? There she goes. Have our little friend, a white-tailed deer down there, which we've had a mama and a baby down here in years past, a whitetail, and then we've had a couple of bucks stroll through, but we're back out here. So Mandy is right now, it's funny because Mandy is on her cell phone right now, because what we decided is that since the brooder is going to be empty as of this coming weekend, since the brooder will be empty, we will be able to have those turkeys that we are planning on raising this year. We're going to have the turkeys in the brooder. So she's ordering the turkeys so that we can have them in as soon as that brooder vacates. We'll be able to put those baby turkeys in there and raise them up. So we're going to try 10 turkeys right off the bat this year. Now, turkeys take longer to raise than those Cornish rocks do, and so because of that, we're going to start them now and raise them all the way through to about the same time of butchering as the last group of chickens that we'll do. So we should be butchering those turkeys sometime in September, maybe even into October. I'm not real sure, but it just depends on how quickly they grow. But I thought I saw something where 4 months before they're ready to butcher. So we'll give that a go and see what we can do. So nonetheless, we're back out here on the pasture with yet another chicken tractor, same day. So we're going to get this chicken tractor unloaded as soon as Mandy gets done buying her pet turkeys. And we'll get this unloaded, and we will check in with you guys probably from back at the Urban Micro Farm.
Chicken train, running all day. Chicken train, running all day. Chicken train, running all day.
Okay, so one minor miscalculation. We loaded this one with the door pointing that way. So before we drop the other one, we'll have to spin this one around. Now, at some point during transportation last fall, the door fell off of this one. So we'll have to reinstall the door anyway, so we got to do some on the pasture modifications. So we will do that next time. But gosh, what a beautiful day out here. It is so green, so lush, so beautiful. I don't want to go home. I just want to hang out here and watch the sunset and just hang out because it is so gorgeous. There's just no wind. I love it out here. So we will check back in with you, like I said, shortly from the Urban Microfarm. Okay, so we have made it back to the brooder, like I promised we would. And on the way back in, Mandy and I had a good long talk about our old friend Ryneck. And we've decided, here, let me grab him here. He's just not really improving. We can correct his neck, but it's at the end of the day, he's not thriving at all. I mean, he's staying alive, but he's considerably smaller in size. Well, that didn't work out, but he's considerably smaller in size than the rest of these birds. When I picked him up, his crop's not full. He's not doing real well. We basically made the decision that we're gonna go ahead and cull this bird. I'm not looking forward to it. I wasn't looking forward to making the decision, but I think we have to. I think this bird's he's getting trampled on more often than not. When we open the door, he's laying on his back, kicking around, flailing around. So I think we're gonna give him till tomorrow morning and just see if by some miracle he starts doing better. And if he does, then we'll let him keep going. But I think he's just not thriving. So that brings up another point of how do we do it, right? So Mandy consulted with Dr. Google again. Dr. Google had like 3 or 4 options. One of them had to do with starting fluid or like ether. One of them had to do with a sharp knife or hatchet. One of them was scissors. One of them, probably the most interesting one, was baking soda and vinegar, and that essentially made CO2 gas. You put it in a container and make CO2 gas. I don't know. I think we're leaning more towards the quick option, which would be like maybe a cleaver or a hatchet and a stump. But I don't know. It's almost like he can hear what we're talking about. Look at the control he has over his neck right now. Seriously. Well, there. I spoke too soon. So I think. No, here. Hold on. I'll hold this here. I think we're just going to go ahead and lop off the old cranium. So we're just going to see. We're going to let him go until tomorrow. Probably tomorrow this time. And if he's not doing any better at all, we'll go ahead and call him. So I got to tell you, I've killed lots of animals in my life, and this one just kind of got me worked up. So we'll see where it goes. But for right now, we're going to feed and water these birds, and then we're going to put them to bed, and we'll check in with you guys tomorrow morning. Day number, what did we decide it was? 13, 14, 18, I don't know. We're just checking out another day on the Urban Microfarm. Adios.
Chicken train running all day, can't